Psychologist, and welcome back. So, today we're going to talk about prioritizing your tasks to be more efficient and hopefully stress a little bit less. Now, I've been using to-do lists for years with varying degrees of success. They do a few things well. They get the tasks off my mind immediately. They at least store them for later so I don't forget them. But some things they don't do so well. So they don't prioritize the tasks very well as long as I'm just using a normal list. And they also don't manage my amount of stress when it comes to this never-ending to-do list. So today I'm going to talk about the Eisenhower Matrix, and this essentially prioritizes your tasks based on two things: urgency and importance. Now, it's named the Eisenhower Matrix because it was popularized by the 34th President of the United States, Dwight D. Eisenhower, who famously said, "What is important?" He probably didn't speak like that. He said, "What is important is seldom urgent, and what is urgent is seldom important." So, quite accurately, he identified that not all things that appear on a to-do list need doing right there and then. And also, not all things that appear on a to-do list are at the height of importance. Some things are just normal admin tasks, but they go on there. So on one axis of our matrix, we're going to put importance, low to high, and on the other axis, we're going to put urgency, low to high. Importance is based on the significance of that task, or the overall importance as the name suggests, and urgency is based on time. This nicely divides it up into 4 quadrants, so I'm going to take each of these step by step. Quadrant 1, this is high in urgency, i.e. it needs doing quick. And this is high in importance. It's one of your most important tasks to do. So these tasks, complete them now. This is priority. Do tasks that fall into this quadrant first. These are your crisis at work. This is a project that needs handing in today. You know, deadlines are today or tomorrow or something like that. Very, very urgent and very, very important. Quadrant 2, we're going to take the pedal off the gas a little bit in terms of urgency, so it's not as urgent, but it is important. These are like big projects which maybe they require a little bit more planning, but you've got some time on your hands. So for you students, this is big dissertations, okay? This might be some personal development and goals in your life, and it might mean things like planning your exercise routine. Not urgent that you do it right this second, but it's good that you plan those sorts of things. Quadrant 3 is a really interesting one because this is pretty urgent, actually. It's time constrained, but it's not that important. Even if it slipped slightly, then it wouldn't be the end of the world sort of thing. Now, according to this matrix, it's time to delegate those tasks. It's time to move those on to other people who are capable of doing them and might have the time or the available workload to actually do those things rather than you do them. If you're an absolute big dog at work, then maybe there's like meetings that you can send other people to, or non-important emails that instead of you spending time and effort attending to them, you could kind of triage them to somebody else. What a good position to be in, eh? And then the last quadrant we're going to talk about is the non-urgent, non-important tasks. Now, you've got 2 options here. You can either sit on them for a little bit and just see if their urgency increases or their importance increases whilst you do the more important or more urgent tasks. Or you have a very honest conversation with yourself and you bin those things. Get rid of them. Get them off your plate. Those are the things that probably shouldn't have made it onto your to-do list, but you just noted them down just so you remembered them for a later date. So it's really up to you what you do with those things. So I've been using the Eisenhower Matrix for my work life. I'm a professional researcher and lecturer, and what I've found is that I am not only more productive when I'm using this little quadrant activity, I'm also less stressed because I know what I should be doing and when I should be doing it. It helps me focus on what I'm doing right now, but also know what I'm going to do next, rather than being in this kind of treadmill of anxiety and working hard. So if you've got a traditional to-do list and it's sort of stressing you out, I'm going to give you 3 steps on how to use this matrix. First of all, you can get it from me if you'd like, but there's loads of versions online. If you want my version, I'll either put my email or a link or something in the description. Just go find it down there. And here's your 3 steps. Number 1, take your to-do list, write as many things down as you can on there right now. Number 2, classify them. Are they important? Are they urgent? For that, you can really just use a yes, no. It doesn't have to be a super slidey scale, but you'll get the point. And then step 3, plonk them onto that matrix and use the matrix to prioritize what you're doing next. Remember, if it's urgent and important, what are you doing watching my stupid face? Go do it right now. So a relatively simple idea, and I hope it makes you more productive and less stressed. Okay, stay beautiful. Bye.